Hello and welcome to the Passenger Seat Podcast, a podcast designed to fill your passenger seat with chat about classic cars, all recorded from my 1968 Morris Minor Peggy. I'm Becca and today we're back in the back garden to wrap up series 9 of the podcast. Not got a lot of driving that I need to do this week, and so we're just enjoying a lovely sunny day in the garden, cleaning Peggy out a little bit from some of the trips that we've been on recently, where she's accumulated lots of bits and pieces in her, ready for going into the winter season, where we've got lots of exciting stuff coming up. So like I said, we have come to the end of season 9 of the podcast. I've been doing this podcast now for it must be about 180 episodes nearly, which is crazy, and so wild to think about how many things that I have been able to record and share with yourselves on YouTube and on podcasting platforms like Spotify about owning a Morris Minor and enjoying having a classic car as my daily vehicle, and all the events and people that I get to take part in along the way. They really are such fantastic things to have in our lives, because you do get so many conversations and opportunities and things like that come along as a result of owning a classic car that you'd never really think of. Obviously, in this series of the podcast, we came to 5 years of owning Peggy, which was a massive milestone, and we spoke about how that has been and reflected on those 5 years and everything that's come along with it. And it's been a really special 5 years, and obviously looking forward to many more together. We've had lots of really exciting trips. We had the island trip, which was amazing and is going to be something that I'm sure I'll talk about and remember for a very long time. We had our North Wales trip. We had a trip to the Great Yarmouth and stuff with the Women Drivers Social Club, Rustival, at the Bedford Steam Show, obviously really recently. And yeah, just so many exciting things to do, as well as obviously moving house to a place where Peggy and our other cars have a bit more space, and we've got more space to work on them. And that's already kind of been proven here in the fact that I've done a service on Peggy here, and we've got the kind of space to work on them and not have to necessarily take them out of the garages, but lots of space around us to have lots of room to move about and not have issues with working on them. So that's been really good. I'm also coming up on a year of working for myself with my passenger seat profiles and promotions little business, working with a couple of car clubs now and some other small businesses within automotive, in terms of promoting themselves on social media, getting their social media accounts either set up or back being active and running. So that's been really fun, and again another thing that I would never have seen happening 5 years ago, but I'm really excited to be doing as a result of owning Peggy and getting to know the classic car scene a bit better. Also, as part of kind of celebrating 5 years, I've started doing talks and going and visiting various places to give talks about what dailying and adventuring in a classic car is like, and we use the picnic blankets as a bit of a prop, and allow people to kind of pick out a patch that interests them, and tell them about how Peggy earned that patch, and how we enjoyed whatever went along with it, or some of the more funny and unusual stuff that happens when you end up going to places in an old car. So that's been really fun. I've also, next week, got my very first trip to a girl guide group since being a guide myself, and we're going to be going through kind of some servicing basics, how to change a tyre, and helping them earn their fixing badge, which is really exciting. So I think reflecting on owning the car for 5 years has really brought to my mind ways that I want to start giving back a bit more, and helping other people enjoy the car as much as I'm privileged to do so, and doing the talks and going and visiting this girl guide group has really done that, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what other ways we can do that. But yeah, it's been a really interesting series for us, series 9, and I'm really excited to see what series 10 holds. I'm hoping to get some really interesting interviews done over the next series, but also obviously at the NEC Classic Motor Show. I will be there this year, Peggy won't be, but I will be there with the Women Drivers Social Club stand. We've got something really exciting planned on our stand. There's going to be some really great cars to look forward to, but also a really nice space for our members to come and spend time together, and get to kind of relax in what can be a very busy and hectic show. So it is going to be a really nice weekend, all things going to plan, hopefully, and I'm really looking forward to it. We've also very recently released the tickets for the Women Drivers Social Club Winter Warmer, which is going to be in January. So it's like our Christmas meet, but we do it in January when people are often got less stuff on and they're feeling a little bit sad and got nothing to look forward to after Christmas. So we're doing that in January. We're going to a really cool vintage cinema to watch Cars by Pixar, which was a popular choice among the members, and it's going to be a really cozy car meet and then movie watching opportunity. So really looking forward to that. And the winter season is always interesting because obviously there's a lot less shows and stuff going on, so when we find stuff to do, we're always much more grateful and happy to go along and find new stuff to do. Something that I spent a lot of last winter doing was working on some routes for a small business called Cars with Character, and they are an app that you can use to go out on tours around certain areas. You do kind of little stop-offs at places of interest or for refreshments and things like that, and I think things like that are really useful to have in the winter months when you might have a nice sunny day and you want to get out and enjoy your car, but you haven't necessarily got a show to go to. So those can be really fun and interesting to do. And also, whilst I've been doing some work for him on the social media side of the stuff, it's been interesting to use the Enthusiast Atlas that they've got to find museums that I didn't know existed, or little coffee shops that are car themed that I didn't know existed, and you can plan lots of routes and stuff around going to those sorts of places. So we do get a bit more creative, I think, in the winter season, so it'll be great to see what we end up have crop up over the next few months. I'd be interested to hear what your plans are. Are you packing your car away for the winter in the next few months, or are you like myself thinking about having to purchase some more Lana Shield, going underneath the car, cleaning it all off and starting with some fresh Lana Shield underneath to see you through the winter season. It's certainly getting towards that time for us here, and so again we'll be making use of the slightly larger space we've got to work on the cars and getting them all sorted with a good cleanup and Lana shielding ready for use over winter, so that'll be good. And have you got any shows or Christmas do's or things that you're really looking forward to with your classic cars? Are you going to be at the NEC Motor Show? Have you got your car on display, or are you just going along as a member of the public? What are you looking forward to in the coming months? And I suppose the next season will also cover our next International Women's Day meet with the Women Drivers Social Club, which I've got to start thinking about where and when we can host that as well, which is always a fun privilege to do, because we like to try and make it as big and as well attended as possible. That's always a very popular event in our calendar, the Women Drivers Social Club, and we've had such a variance in weathers on that, because this sort of season does make for a massive difference in weathers. You get days where there is absolutely blazing sunshine, winter sun, just beautiful days out with nice crisp air and everything, and then you get cold, windy, horrible, grizzly days. And so planning a car event for that sort of weather hosts all sorts of its own sorts of challenges, which is brilliant. So yeah, that has been season 9 of the podcast. Obviously a bit of a weird one with the house move and everything in the middle, but thank you all so much for sticking with us, and hopefully staying with us for the foreseeable. If you are coming to the Women Drivers Social Club stand at the NEC, we are going to have a variety of really fantastic Women Drivers Social Club merch, but also, if you ask me nicely, I might have a few little bits of Peggy's passenger seat podcast and other merchandise that we can let you have as well if you are looking for that. Not very much, just a couple of stickers and a few patches as well if you're interested in those, because they are proving quite popular with the talks and stuff like that. And so I thought we ought to branch into having a little Peggy patch if people are interested in that. But yes, lots to see and do over the next season, and I look forward to hopefully meeting some more of you in this November. But thank you ever so much for listening. Drive safely and happy motoring.